Whereas in connection with construction of Veterans Parkway, it is necessary for certain utility facilities to be relocated, and for that purpose, the city desires to enter a contract with Memphis Light, Gas, and Water Division at an estimated cost of $59,978.25. Whereas the city expects to be reimbursed by the Tennessee Department of Transportation for 80% of the cost of relocation. Now therefore be it resolved by the Board of Mayor and Aldermen of the City of Millington, Tennessee, that the contract between the city and Memphis Light, Gas, and Water Division attached to this resolution as Exhibit A be and the same hereby is approved, and the mayor is authorized to execute and deliver a said contract. Need a motion and a second.
So moved. Second.
Motion second. Is there any discussion on this?
Yeah, just a quick question, Derek. Do you have any idea how much money we've spent so far on Veterans Parkway, and have we gotten reimbursed anything yet by the state?
Well, we went over those figures today, Bruce and John and I don't know exactly how much we've been billed for at this point and how much we've been reimbursed. Guys, can y'all help me out on that?
Not off the top of my head, I don't know specifically how much we spent.
Maybe for the next board meeting, maybe cast some numbers. Are we pretty confident that they're going to reimburse us for all this?
Yes. We've been reimbursed everything that we've submitted.
Okay.
So far. So.
Right. I just like to see how much it's costing.
We'll have a complete report on that next time.
Next time.
I know it's in the I'd say $3 to $5 million range that we've spent so far. Just a wild guess.
That's a pretty big range, though.
Yeah, well, hey.
That's a lot. Just move some dirt, knock the trees down. Any other questions? Roll call, please.
Mr. Barger?
Aye.
Mr. Brown?
Aye.
Mr. Carruthers?
Aye.
Mr. Ford?
Aye.
Mr. Lowry?
Aye.
Mr. Pike?
Aye.
Okay. Next on the agenda is to consider the contract with TDOT to repair 3 bridges, total $296,071, and the city's portion roughly $84,214.20.
Yes, sir. During the flood in May 2010, several bridges within our city were damaged. There was significant erosion underneath the bridge at the piers and the abutments. Some of these bridges were on TDOT's urban functional classification system. Those bridges, even though they're the property of the city of Millington, they're inspected by the state of Tennessee, and they did allow emergency funds to be spent to repair these 3 areas. So what you have there is, once again, just like the mayor said, Babe Howard Boulevard over Royster Creek, Navy Road over North Fork Creek, and there's another section down by the golf course there that was damaged, and also Shelby Road over Royster Creek. And the figure there of the $84,214, it's actually going to be a little bit less than that, because for the Shelby Road project, they included an expenditure, or projected expenditure of $25,000 that would have been 100% cost for the city. I talked to Mr. Jack about this briefly, and it's my opinion that that $25,000 is not an emergency repair that's needed at this point. So we're going to subtract that out of the $84,000, and actually the $84,000 was calculated just a bit wrong. Bruce pointed this out. And when you take the $216,000 there shown in your packet, you subtract the $25,000, you get $191,280, and 20% of that is $38,256, giving a total projected cost outlay for the city of $54,214. Now the city will receive a memorandum of understanding that will further nail down these well, not really nail down the cost estimates because cost estimates are there, but it'll give us something to sign, an agreement to enter into with the state. And what I would like to have is this project approved and contingent upon review by Ms. Lapidus. If we can do that, the memorandum of understanding to be signed by the mayor when it comes in. We should have it in a day or two. The contract and the urgency for this is expressed by TDOT is the fact that the contractor that does their bridge repair work is in the area now, and he needs to go in and get these repairs done while he's here.
John, where's the money gonna come from?
The damage, as it has been explained, is scouring from stormwater, so therefore it would come from stormwater fund.
We've got sufficient funds to cover that?
Yes, sir.
Derek,
Yes, sir.
now, did we not just do some repairs at the Shelby Road Bridge last year? That was emergency repairs, correct?
Yes, sir. It was repairs that were taken care of with stormwater fund.
Right,
Yes, sir.
okay.
That was because that was on the south side of the bridge. The brunt of the repairs that are still needed now on the north side of the
All
bridge.
right. What we're trying to do, if you remember, trying to spend at least $100,000 to $150,000 a year on as many drainage projects as we possibly can, and that was one of those that we spent about $60,000 on.
I thought we'd been down there.
Yeah, we do. If we do, they were a little late doing it. Is the reason it took about 6 or 8 months. But that's what we're trying to do is do a few of them at a time, so we won't get hit with all of them.
Bruce just informed me that the money that we spent on that repair there just south of the bridge has been presented to FEMA for reimbursement.
Oh, really? Good. We hadn't heard from them yet.
No, they haven't approved that part of it yet.
Good. Any other questions? Need a motion? Hadn't had a motion yet, have we? Motion to approve.
Second.
Motion and second. Any other discussion? Roll call.
Mr. Barger?
Aye.
Mr. Brown?
Aye.
Mr. Carruthers?
Aye.
Mr. Ford?
Aye.
Mr. Lowry?
Aye.
Mr. Fike?
Aye. Next on the agenda is contract with TDOT for right-of-way purchase for Church Street interchange. If you remember correctly, this is the project that we've actually had approval on probably for 5 or 6 years, and we bought those 2 duplexes there before you get to the intersection for the road to be widened, and there was some confusion as to how much the state was going to pay for right-of-way, so we lost it. Now we've got it back, and this time the state's going to do it, and that's basically what this is right here. You want to explain this, Mr. Patrick?
Yes, sir. Of course, just to go back a little bit on the history of the project, going to be adding a right turn lane on southbound Church there at the intersection. They'll be putting new signals there that include signal poles and mast arms, new signs, new pedestrian signals that are much needed in that area. The preliminary engineering has been completed. They are now entering the right-of-way phase of the project. The $29,000 is our 20% match for the right-of-way phase. Just to clarify, not all of that $115,000 is going to be spent to purchase the right-of-way. It'll be spent to develop right-of-way plans, environmental documents, negotiations, attorney fees, and all the other stuff that goes along with acquiring right-of-way. The right-of-way that's needed there is is on the northwest corner of the intersection. Just like the mayor said, some of the right-of-way had already been purchased by the city years ago.
Now, on our 20%, we're going to try to get them to give us credit for the $80,000 that we paid for those duplexes there. Don't know that they will, but if we can get that done, then when they get ready to do the construction, that'll be our match on that $400,000. So hopefully they'll do that. I don't know. Derek does pretty good at that stuff. We'll see what he does.
I'm going to try.